Hey y'all, Jackie here, and we are on day 6 of our Proverbs 31 day challenge. And of course, that means we're going to go right to chapter 6. Let me ask you something. Have you ever been asked to co-sign for somebody for a loan, a house, a car, or what have you? Well, let's see what the word here says about it. Right off the bat, this father is encouraging his son in wisdom, and he says this: My son, if you have put up security for your neighbor, if you have shaken hands in pledge for a stranger, remember you'd shake on it, you have been trapped by what you said, ensnared by the words of your mouth. So here, Dad is saying, if you have made an agreement to pay if someone defaults on their financial obligation, whatever it is, boy, you have been trapped. And this is what you do. He says, do this, my son, to free yourself, since you have fallen into your neighbor's hands. Go to the point of exhaustion and give your neighbor no rest. Allow no sleep to your eyes, no slumber to your eyelids. Free yourself like a gazelle from the hand of the hunter, like a bird from the snare of the fowler. What he's saying here, if you have made this pledge, go back to him, plead with him, and say, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done this. I didn't realize I really could not back this pledge up. Well, in today's time, if you are co-signing for someone for a loan, for whatever it may be, most of the time when you sign for it, it's like it's your loan. There is no going to the bank or to the credit union and saying, well, you know what? I've changed my mind. I'm not going to do this. Because really, by that time, it's too late. So what this father is saying to his son, he mentions, security for your neighbor, for a stranger. Most of the time, we're not going to sign for a stranger, but sometimes it could be somebody at our job who say, hey, listen, I need a $2,000 loan or whatever it may be. You think you can co-sign for me? My credit isn't so good. And what do they say? I promise I'm going to pay you back. Now, I'm not saying that everyone won't pay back. But what I am saying here, according to what I'm reading here, you better be very, very careful about signing for a loan for someone, putting up your collateral, your name, your credit, in hopes that they will pay you back. You know when I think this is okay? When you got the money to back it up. If they come back to you and they say, hey, look, I thought I was going to be able to pay you. Some other things have come up. I'm sorry, I won't be able to do it. Hey, no problem. I got the money. I can back it up for you. All is well. But most of the time, it's not like that. And sometimes we feel like we have to, especially when it is family. Oh, that's family. But if you do not have the money, the means to back that agreement up, you just have to say, you know what? I wish I could, but I can't. Because if something happens, I'm not able to spot you for it. There's nothing wrong with that. I would love to do it. One of my kids came to me, and boy, they were just, Mama, I promise I want you to sign for this car. $30,000. I love all my children. Love them. But I wasn't signing for a $30,000 car. And it doesn't mean that I'm a bad parent. It doesn't mean that person, my son is a bad son. No, you didn't handle your finances correctly. And now you want me to sign for you when I know already how you do. I love you, but I know how you do. My answer is no. Y'all, the world is not going to end because you tell someone that you can't do that for them. If they don't want to speak to you because you couldn't sign for a loan, well, something is wrong with that. You know what I liked what my late husband did one time? Someone came to him and they needed $800. He knew the person very well. You know what he said? I'll give you 100. That way, it won't be a problem. You don't even have to pay it back. So now I've given you a springboard. I've given you something to start off with. Here's $100. Now, hopefully you'll be able to get the other 7. But this is all that I can give you. And guess what? You don't even have to pay me back. You can use that. You can do that. But it's better to keep the peace, because how many family relationships, friend relationships fall apart all because what? You loaned some money, they didn't have it, they couldn't give it, and they might have meant well. But we know life happens. And again, I'm saying this. If you got the money, you want to do it, go for it. Just with the understanding, if they don't pay, that loan belongs to you. I'm going to read this next verse because I'm going to kind of connect them. Look at verse 6. Now that was 1 through 5. Verse 6 says, go to the ant, you sluggard. Consider its ways and be wise. It has no commander, no overseer, no ruler, yet it stores its provisions in summer and gather its food at harvest. My grandmother used to say to us that the winter will make you wonder what you did with your summer money. Make you think about it. In other words, she was saying, if it's cold in the winter, you had money in the summer, but you spent it. Now it's cold, you don't have a coat. I always love that saying. But it makes you think about it. And guess what? The coat would have been cheaper if you would have bought it in the summertime than in the winter. My son reminded me of that. So this ant is showing us how wise it is to store up. He don't have nobody over him. He just working. I already know winter is coming. I already know the day is going to come when I'm going to need, and I'm going to store up right now. Sometimes, y'all, we have family, we have friends. They watch us store up. And so we've put a little nest egg aside, but now you've squandered your money. You've thrown it away. Look what the next scripture says. How long will you lie there, you sluggard? When will you get up from your sleep? A little slumber, a little folding of the hands to rest, and poverty will come on you like a thief, and scarcity like an armed man. What is that saying? Sometimes we're lazy. Sometimes we don't go after the things that we desire. We want somebody else to spot for them. Y'all, look, let's just tell the truth. It is what it is, all right? And it's, I'm sharing this with you just to encourage you to get up, move about. You need an extra job, and you can go get the extra job to get the things that you need, get it done. Instead of watching other people go work 2 and 3 jobs to get things done, you come to them. But what are you doing? You relaxed. You getting your sleep. You getting your rest. Look, you can do this for yourself. I just want to encourage us today. Look, don't feel bad when you can't co-sign for somebody. And you who go to the person to co-sign, don't get mad at them because they said they couldn't do it. And sometimes, genuinely, people can't do it. I am not saying this is always the case, because I do believe there may be times and situations where you're prompted by the Lord. Okay, yeah, go ahead and do this. You got the money. And if something falls, you got it to pay it. But I just want you to be careful when someone is coming to you this way. And let me add this before I close. If you are dating someone, y'all just dating, y'all not married, don't sign for no phone, Don't sign for no couch. Don't sign for no car. Don't sign for apartment. Don't sign for anything. Those things are reserved for married folk. I'm just trying to encourage you today. Because a lot of times when it all falls apart, there you are stuck with the bill. That's all I have for today. Just want us to be wise in our dealing with our money. Be wise in saving. You know, we all have slips and laps and make mistakes. But this message comes to me first. And now I'm giving it to you. Be careful about signing. Watch how you spend your money. Save something, okay? And you be encouraged today. Well, until tomorrow, the Lord willing, we will already be on Proverbs 7. Really, I can't believe we're already here. It just seems like these days are coming so quick. So you know what? With the days coming as fast as they are, we want to be wise people making wise choices. All right. And listen, I appreciate those who inbox me. If you got a question, if you got a concern, if it's something that you didn't understand, let me know. We're going to work it out. All right. Y'all have an awesome day. See you tomorrow.